How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another nightly review. Today I'm going over Game 7 between the Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. The Golden Knights take this one 6-2 and progress to the second round to face the Colorado Avalanche. So I saw the replay of this game, so I wasn't going to do the play-by-play. I didn't know what was going to happen. So imagine my surprise. I was concerned at points, but yeah, so I wrote my notes a little differently for this one. So with Matt Pacioretty back in the lineup, and man, this team came out and they just were gonna win. They were just gonna win. So yeah, so Max Pacioretty comes in left wing on the first line, which puts Tuck back down as right wing on the third line. And my God, what a difference that made, especially for one player. I know he didn't get an assist. He only got an assist on one of those goals, and it was the empty netter. But that line was very good. So let's go over it. So Pacioretty, of course, being back. The Golden Knights get the first goal of the game. It's Matthias Janmark flying in by himself. Freaking Deeks Talbot, and it's in. What a goal for Matthias Janmark. Finally, his first goal of the playoffs, I think. And yeah, so from Waugh and Holden at 5:09 in the first period. Just what a goal. He flew in by himself, did a very nice move. Then at 10:32 of the first period, Carlson would board Spurgeon. Speaking of the penalties in this game, there were only 3 power plays for, total in this game. There were a lot of things that weren't called in this game on both sides. I think Wild fans would agree with me that isn't it better for the game if referees call the penalties? Because, doesn't it take away from the integrity of the game if you just don't call things? Seriously, it'll stop. If you start calling penalties, it will stop the two teams from making plays that have them take penalties, unless, they have to. You can make a choice, allow a goal or take a penalty. Sometimes penalties are valid. But what I'm saying is, why? Why does the NHL allow refs to do this? Why does the NHL allow referees to just not do their jobs? Isn't the job of a referee to call penalties? So why don't they? There were some plays in this game that were pretty overt penalties on both sides that just didn't get called. So, yeah, again, anyway, so the Golden Knights would kill off that penalty kill. However, at 16:49 of the first period, Parise would tie it up from Eriksson, Ek, and Suter. Really cheeky backhand right in front, kind of deflected onto his stick, so that made it 1-1. Then in the second period, at 2:05, Carlson would win off the faceoff. The puck would go right back to Nick Hague. Hague with a beautiful wrist shot right over Talbot's shoulder, and it's in the net. And I wanted it to be a Hager bomb, but it wasn't a slap shot. So anyway, but the Golden Knights would not have the 2-1 lead for very long. Ryan Reeves would interfere with Suter behind the net. Of all the calls, okay, that's a valid one. And Ryan Reeves, what are you doing? We're up 1 against a team in Game 7. Didn't you learn about taking bad penalties in Game 7 last year? Like the major penalty that you took and got suspended for? Yeah, I remember that one. Anyway, so Kaprizov would score on that power play from Zuccarello and Spurgeon. Pretty good shot. I don't know what Fleury does with that one. Maybe he cheats a little more to the short side of the post, but yeah. But 3 minutes later, at 7:44, Max Pacioretty scores his first goal in his first game back from Stevenson and Theodore, who got his first point of the playoffs. So if Theodore can start getting going, that will be good. So Pacioretty gets the Golden Knights the 3-2 lead. What a beautiful shot from Pacioretty right in front. Again, over that left shoulder. I think three of the Golden Knights goals went in off of Talbot's right shoulder. So, yeah, kind of interesting, but I don't remember where. So anyway, after that, at 13:38 of the second period, well, actually, at 10:32, Cole would interfere with Huh, they had it written weirdly. Anyway, so Cole would take a penalty for interference. The Golden Knights would not do anything on that power play. Well, it was a fine power play. They just didn't score on it. But at 13:38, it's Zach Whitecloud getting his first goal in 48 games from Theodore and Stevenson. What a shot on that one. Parise loses his stick on the play, and Whitecloud makes no mistake. He fires just a blazer of a shot right over Talbot's shoulder. And there you go. That made it 4-2. Then nothing much for the rest of the second, but in the third period, uh, at 12:36, it's Janmark with a beautiful feed from Nick Waugh. Janmark getting his second goal of the game, and that made it 5-2. Then the Wild would pull Talbot with about 5 minutes to go in the game. I mean, you may as well, but it would not work because at 16:53, Matthias Janmark will get the hat trick with the empty netter from Tuck and Pietrangelo to ice this game, making it 6-2. And that was it for the rest of this one. Golden Knights take this one 6-2. Shots in the first period were 10-8 Wild, but the rest of the game, it was all Golden Knights. 17-6. I believe it was 11-1 at one point in the second period. And 9-4 in the third. Shots in the game, 34-24 the Golden Knights. My 3 stars of the game are Janmark, Pacioretty, and Whitecloud. I didn't think any Golden Knight had a bad game except Reeves, who had a kind of a suspect penalty and kind of hurt me a little bit. But it's okay. The Golden Knights are moving on to the second round. They're getting healthy again. Hopefully Nosek can be back for the second round. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Fleury saves 18 out of 20. Talbot saves 33 out of 28. But that's it for this one, guys. I will be actually being able to watch games now, at least until, but yeah, I'll be able to watch games now. I'll get these out on time now that I'm not busy, now that it's summer for me. So, that's it for this one, guys. I'm excited to see Colorado next round. I think, honestly, that the Golden Knights can beat them. I think the Golden Knights did well enough in the regular season to beat the Avalanche. I really do. I think, especially that last game against Colorado where they only lost 2-1 with 15 players, I think that the Golden Knights can beat Colorado. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. If you want to get my thoughts on the game during the game, you can follow me at 2_pad. And that is it for this one, guys. I will see you next time.